breakdown structure and the
role matrix. And I think I might have them from last time. Let's take a look.
role matrix.
These are the wrong ones.
Okay, I've got the role matrices here. Need to put that on. Oh dear, we're at past time. If I get started, can you sort that out?
Yeah, I'm just going to undo the meeting room for a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
And, oh, that's the other thing I
Admit
need to do.
all. Yep. Can you make me co-host? I don't think I'm even co-host.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Point. Okay.
Okay,
Karen,
we're running a little late.
where are you?
Oh, 76. Oh my God. Wow. Let's people
Yeah,
in
you are co-host.
on my
Admit all. I just did admit all.
on my phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Hello. We'll just give everyone a few moments to join us.
I'm going to leave the waiting room on.
Okay, we've got a full house.
We do, indeed.
We've Marv, you set up YouTube, so just in case there are too many people.
Yes.
Okay.
If you see.
Excellent. Oh my gosh. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Can you just put in the chat a 1 if you can hear us okay? Nope, we're not unmuting today. Brilliant. Thank you very much. That's great. Excellent. 111. You all can hear us. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Right. Maybe we should just get started, Maya. How about that? We've got a number of people in the waiting room still. People still racking up, but we're going to hit the limit in any moment now, I think. Can't hear you. Didn't hear that. Right. Okay. Can everybody see my screen? Just pop in the chat. A 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. You can see it, Mike. Brilliant. Okay. Fantastic. Well, welcome. I just put it on slideshow.
We are now at 100 participants, Karen.
Wow. Okay, cool. Hopefully, those that haven't jumped on will actually jump onto the onto YouTube. Yep.
Well, thank you all for showing up on time.
Yeah,
because
fantastic.
look what happens if you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Karen Chung. I'm from the UK, and we have with us Maya.
Maya from Toronto, Canada.
Yeah. We are AI consultants and business consultants. We help businesses leverage AI and improve their bottom line, save time, improve productivity, all that kind of stuff. But this is not about us. This is about really giving as much value to you as possible. Henry, can you put your comment in the chat if you have a comment? We're not taking, we're not turning the audio on right now. Thank you. I see your hand is up. Right. AI prompting for project management success. That's what we're going to talk about here today. If this is not the workshop for you, you've turned up for some reason elsewhere, then you don't want to waste the next hour for us talking to you about that. Right, so AI prompting for project management success. As I say, Maya and I are AI consultants. We're passionate about helping everybody, really, not just business owners, but to become more proficient with AI. We're part of a significant team of AI kind of expert skill developers, and our mission is to guide you through this rapidly changing world of AI. Sorry, I just want to move this box so I can see the slides properly myself. Right, we are here, as I said, to help you. Not, we are really passionate about all of this stuff, and we believe that having AI proficiency skills are really so important today, and we'll explain why. Because we believe that the future belongs to AI workflow masters. Those people that understand AI, understand how to get the best out of AI, are going to be the ones that are able to retain their job, able to command a higher salary, and able to get the jobs that are coming out there. There have been a number of kind of high profile people, CEOs of significant companies, as well as, the smaller organizations, who are basically moving forward and acknowledging that AI is here, it's going to stay, and it's going to transform their business. And in order for them to do that, they need resources that are AI proficient, literate. So, for example, this guy, Andrew Wilkinson, who holds a number of companies, is setting up a request for a director of finance, but he's looking for an AI first director of finance. He's basically saying that I'm not interested if you don't know AI. And this is not just him. A number of organizations are doing exactly the same. We're seeing it on a daily basis. So AI skills are really important.
Just a couple of days, Canva announced, someone announced about Canva that they are now requiring participants to show during interviews how they are using AI. So actually go into ChatGPT and show us what you do, or go into Canva AI and show us what you do with AI.
Yeah, exactly. And so AI is here. AI proficiency is becoming a prerequisite for the business and the professional world. And companies all across the board are basically saying they are taking an AI first approach. Shopify, Fiverr, Microsoft, Apple, the list goes on and on and on. So, we're passionate about helping you as much as possible. And the way we do that is really by helping you learn AI through using AI. And actually, it's nothing to be scared of. It's actually very, very straightforward. And we're going to demonstrate that to you now. So this is going to be a bit of an interactive session where you will be asked to open up your AI kind of tool of choice, whether that be ChatGPT or Copilot or Gemini, and we'll be working through a couple of specific prompts for you so that you can get a feel for how easy it is to use, and how effective and how much time you potentially can save. So could you just pop in the chat and let us know whether you are here because you want to help your company, whether you are here as a solopreneur, or whether you're here to help your team to increase their productivity, and how many people are in the company that you work for. If you could just pop that in the chat, that gives us an idea of who we've got in the room.
Yeah, we've got a few people who are chatting and telling us they cannot chat, so I'm quite impressed. Drop it in the chat and Karen and I will see it. Don't worry. Other participants may not see it, but we can see it.
Yeah, that's great. Excellent. Any more thoughts there? Just gives us an idea who's in the room, what you're looking for right now, so that we can tailor it accordingly.
Nope,
Okay,
I've got
excellent.
no interactions on this. You're seeing some, Karen.
Sorry?
I'm not seeing any responses on that. I don't see if people are.
Okay, there's a few people saying yes, visible. Okay. All right, is it all nice? Okay.
Yes, only chat with us is enabled. Perfect.
Yes, that's right.
Team of
Thank
5,
you.
says Michelle, 100 plus in the company.
Thank you. We've got a lot of people on this call, so rather than kind of distract the focus of the call, we're working this way for now. Okay. Right. So moving on. So what we're saying, thank you for those of you that responded there. That's really helpful. So as we said, we're focusing on learning through using AI. Okay. And I'll just go through a little bit of where we believe that. Oh, hang on a minute. I need to switch something off here. Sorry, I just need to make a change to. Oh, I can't remember how to do this now. Yes. How do I do that?
Under more.
More. Whiteboard? Nope.
Disable annotation for participants.
Under more.
Under more or under the 3 dots? I can't remember where.
More is 3 dots, but I don't have that ability to do that.
Okay. Then you don't.
I'll just check. Sorry, guys, I just don't want you seeing scribbles on my screen from somebody who is hijacking or trying to hijack that. Okay, I don't have that at the moment. Maybe you can see if it's possible on your end, Maya. Right, let me go back to that presentation.
You can only do that while the presentation is up.
Oh, I see.
That's why you weren't finding it.
Oh, right, okay.
It's on the top menu.
Disable and yep, done it. Okay, great.
Thanks.
Okay. Right. Good. Let me close that down. Let's go back to that. Sorry for that, guys. We've had a few people that have been been very disruptive on these calls. So, right. Okay, there we go. Back to the presentation. Right, what is happening right now? Okay, AI, as we know, is moving really, really fast. There are 5 stages, as we see it, of AI development, and we've kind of this chart on the left-hand side, you'll see the journey through kind of use of chatbots, mainstream people. Everyone is using the chatbot version, and it's kind of moving now towards reasoning and agents. So we're moving down this graphic on the left hand side, and we're around reasoning and agents. That's kind of where it's kind of moving towards. In the middle, you'll see 5 levels of knowledge work. Well, AI can perform actions, it can perform tasks. And it's moving towards performing deliverables, and then going to be moving to projects and objectives. So it's kind of really ramping up, and its intelligence and its capabilities are improving all the time. But we're round about here at the moment where it's moving into being able to deliver knowledge. And also it's now, we all know it's turning days into hours, into minutes, weeks into days. It's saving us a huge amount of time. And as I mentioned, we're round about here, reasoning and agents, where when it was more mainly chatbots, we required skilled prompt engineers. But now we're moving into the need for AI workflow masters, to people who are AI literate, who actually understand how the AI models are working and are thinking. And that's what we really want to try to impress on you today. That the changing value of expertise, things are moving. In the past, external experts have always been the ones that have commanded the highest salary. They've earned the most money because their knowledge, their expert knowledge and expertise, has been highly valued. And internal experts, let's say a company has an internal in-house lawyer, they have commanded one of the highest salaries within the organization. Maybe not as high as external experts, but they've still been commanding a higher salary. But now, with the availability of AI and the level of expertise that exists within AI, humans, as in you and I, all have access to that expert knowledge that existed, that and was highly, highly valued and prized and paid for. Now, actually, we all have access to that knowledge. So things are changing. And this is really where we are, where really the value, the power, and the opportunity that exists for you is to leverage AI and know how it works, understand how it works, so you're proficient at it, and then you'll be the ones that have the knowledge and the expertise. As an example, external experts used to, let's say, command $100. Internal experts used to command, say, $33 in comparison. Maybe that's not a fair comparison, but just gives you the order of magnitude that potentially now, because all that knowledge can be accessed through AI, the value of that knowledge basically is reduced significantly. We're working with an order of magnitude of 10 here, but even if it's 3 times, it's still remarkably significant, because in effect what we're saying is the AI revolution which we're moving into now is in some ways similar to the Industrial Revolution, where everything was automated. And in those days, blacksmiths, pre the Industrial Revolution, blacksmiths had a really important role to play. They had a job, they had a livelihood. But with the availability of all the intelligence that exists in AI now, knowledge workers, those experts, are going to become the information blacksmiths. Their expertise no longer is really at such a premium, and the world is changing. And it's so important to recognize that. This slide about don't be a turkey. For those of you in the US, turkeys are very popular at Thanksgiving time. But up until Thanksgiving, they have a very happy life. They roam around, getting fed, getting fat, and enjoying their life until one day Thanksgiving comes. And so
Thanksgiving is coming. It's here, actually.
Yeah, it's saying, you plus AI gives you a huge leverage. And if you, without AI, your competition is not AI, your competition is other people who know how to leverage AI, basically. That's what we're trying to say. So how can AI help you do your work faster and easier? Okay, we're going to start by actually doing some hands-on work now. We'd like you all to open up your AI model of choice, if that's ChatGPT or if that's Copilot or Gemini, whichever one it is. We're going to give you a prompt and use that prompt to demonstrate what AI is capable of. So you can see here on the screen, we've got a productivity matrix for a project manager. And these are all the different tasks that a project manager would do across the different verticals at the top, breaking that down. So we are going to create, using a prompt, we are going to create that for you. Maya, do you have
I'm going to try to drop this into the chat. Give me a second.
Why don't you demo it first?
All right, and you can drop it into the chat.
Yeah, okay. All right. Or do you want me to demo? Either way.
I'm going to demo. I don't know why I'm going to demo, but I'm going to demo it. I'm
Okay,
feeling left out. I'm feeling lost.
excellent.
Okay.
Okay, you take the screen and I will put it in the chat.
Uh,
Okay,
okay.
lovely.
Sure.
Right,
Okay, so you're seeing, I can't remember if that's no, of course not. Okay, so I'm just going to go into ChatGPT.
right, yeah, you
I
can
have-
see your screen.
I hope you can see my screen.
Yep.
And I'm going to grab this prompt, productivity prompt, put that in here. What is my role? Project manager at a mobile software development company. Company size is, let's say, 250 people. Mobile app development. Okay. And I will, and the rest of it is, as you can see, give me the productivity matrix for the role based on the sample below. Call it that. Here's the start of a random table of the 8-column table. So we've said 8 by 8 because that seemed to make sense to us. You can obviously change it if you decide you need more or less. So what we're doing here is basically asking you to confirm that what it's coming up with is what you do in your job on a day-to-day basis. If it's not, you can, go change the column headers if you don't do resource management, or maybe don't do agile. So if you don't want agile, whatever it is, maybe you do scaled agile rather than basic agile, depending on the size of your company, that might be a thing. And then each of these boxes is one deliverable that you have.
Right.
So once you work this through, take a look and see if those sound familiar to you. Is that something you do? And if not, you can always tweak it. You've got this prompt now.
Hang on a minute, they haven't got the prompt just yet. I'm just grabbing that prompt. Sorry. Just uploading that onto here, and we'll share the file. Okay.
Yeah, the prompt
Right.
is coming. Hang on.
Yep, I'm
Karen's
going to
just
put that
dropping it.
prompt right into the chat
You
now.
can't
Hang
see
on a
what's
second.
posting in the chat.
Hang on, I'm going to put it into the chat for everybody. Oh.
So the chat is
Okay.
set to only come to the hosts because we had a few people that were being a little bit disruptive last time.
Yeah. So you
There's
should
the
all
prompt.
see a Google document in your chat window now. Open that document and make sure it's got the right permissions. Open that document and you should be able to copy and paste literally everything in that window.
Start with changing at the top where it says role. It says role, company size, industry. You need to give it those 3 bits of detail, and then the rest will go forward automatically when you hit enter.
Hang on.
Why are we hanging?
Can everybody access that file and copy and paste it?
Oh, Yasmin said they can't. They don't have access.
I know. My computer's not letting me.
Tell you what, let me try and see if I can just upload it as a doc here.
Oh, hang on there. That's fine. Hang on 1 second. It's now working with me.
Yay!
There we go. Done. Okay, right. You should all be able to access that file now.
Yeah.
If you can open the
Thank
file,
you,
just
Karen.
copy and paste it. Literally everything, and put it into your AI. Put it in a fresh chat in your AI tool. Go into a new chat, and then use that. And then put in your role, give it an idea of what you do, and it'll be amazing what you come out with.
Yeah, and let us know if it sounds familiar.
If you've got any problems, let us know if you're struggling to do that.
So as you can see, hopefully, we'll give you a couple of minutes to try this out.
Yeah.
Be sure to put in your role and company size and industry at the top, and then hit enter.
Okay, how are you getting on, guys? Is everyone all right?
Everyone's okay.
You don't have
Michelle
access
tried
to
it in
Google
Copilot.
Drive. You should be able to access the, if you just click on that link that I sent you, you should be able to access that file.
Tell you what, I'll put it in a plain text file just in case there's anyone who doesn't have Google at all.
Oh, can you upload the text file in here, you mean? Because
Yeah.
it is in a text file.
Oh.
Thompson Chappies. Okay. Can somebody put in the chat if you managed to get in and everything is okay? Just type a 3 in the chat if you've managed to copy it into your AI tool. Any 3s out there? Yeah. Brilliant.
3s.
Thank you. Okay, so it should produce a matrix like the one Maya. Have you run it, Maya?
Yeah, I did. It's
okay,
right.
So you should have a matrix like the one on the screen that Maya's demonstrating now.
I've also just dropped in a text version of that productivity matrix prompt, so go ahead and use it from there if you couldn't get it from the main Google Doc.
Okay.
Okay, we've got someone scribbling again.
Okay, do you wanna?
That would be me.
Do you want to transfer over to me anyway?
Yes.
Because I think you can go away and have a look at this and really have a little play with it for your own benefit. Oh, what's happened to my
It's there somewhere.
Screen. Okay, where's my presentation gone?
It's hiding.
Huh. Okay, I'll go here. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, hopefully you've all had a chance to produce this kind of matrix. We go into this kind of slide. Okay. And this gives you an outline of what AI knows about your role. Even with minimal context, it knows quite a lot around what you do. Maybe it's got some of these things not quite right, but actually probably it's pretty good first effort. And so
and this
AI
is actually the kind of stuff I used to do all the time as a delivery manager.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that AI knows about what you do and how you do it, and we're going to show you that right now. So if you know how to use AI proficiently, you've got good AI literacy skills, there's a lot that you can do to to be far more productive than you are at the moment in terms of saving so much time, giving you the opportunity. I know project managers are constantly, you've got so many things that you're juggling. But actually, if you can save a lot of the time that it takes to build out these reports and have the guidance of an AI tool, then, you know, life will become so much easier and you'll be able to do those things that are often slipping through the cracks. So really, we're talking about you as you work today with the value of a well-crafted AI prompt to be able to leverage that and be so much more powerful. And that's where, if you remember that graphic where there was the expert, the internal expert, external expert, and then you and AI, that's really where we're talking about now, how you can use AI, because you can see AI knows a lot about you, to be more productive, increase your performance, and become that AI workflow master. So moving forward from here, you can see that AI knows a lot of what you do. Okay. Now, what about, okay, so it knows it knows that you've got to create, in this case, you can see here, we've highlighted top left. That might be the top left in your matrix. It might be slightly different, but I'm sure as a project manager, you will have the task of having to create a work breakdown structure. So how can AI help you with that? Now we have another prompt for you, and in exactly the same way. Yeah, this is a lot more complex. It's actually a flow, it's a workflow, so you need to interact with it. But as a consequence of your interaction, you will get through that that task and that process far, far quicker than you would do without it. So
actually, we had someone on our last call who said that was probably a week of work that they were able to then complete in probably an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, depends on each person's business, like how your business works, how your company does things, but it can save a lot of time.
Yeah. So, Maya, do you want to demo that?
Can absolutely do that. I shall steal your share.
I'll pop in
Go
the
back
chat.
to my browse.
I'll pop a
As you
new
guys are
document in the
going to
chat. Yep, we can see your screen now.
Do we need to do it in the same one? I can never remember this. Yes, might as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the entire work breakdown structure here. Sorry, the prompt here. And it starts by saying you are a project management expert. So what we're doing is basically telling the chat what we expect of it. At each step, you will explain where we are in the process, ask for the required context to complete the step, confirm the completion of each step, and only then move to the next step, right? Assume I have access only to ChatGPT and the data I provide. As in, don't just go off into the world and, your previous training. So right now we're going to do all of these, define the scope, define the deliverables, break them down, all of that. Then it's going to tell you that, it'll tell you step by step what it's doing, all right? So I am going to hit enter. By the way, don't feel obligated to watch me. You can actually be working this on your own in the meantime.
Yep. So the document is in your chat now. So again, just open up that document and you'll be able to literally copy and paste.
Yeah, and this one does not need you to put anything at the top or edit it. Just copy it.
Yeah, and then you have to follow the conversation that the AI
as you can see,
has been instructed to flow.
It tells you, let's do this, right? Please provide the following. What is the project? Any known objectives, deliverable success criteria, specific constraints or limitations we are developing.
So guys, are you able to access that document? Literally copy and paste and use it on something that's really relevant and live for you. And that's where you can really identify how valuable this tool is.
So I'm just putting in answers to my fictional project. The rest of you should be doing your own.
Right, so how are you getting on, guys? Are you work through it, answer the questions? We will have a recording. So yep, we will be sharing the recording afterwards. But the real value is actually in the doing, where you can really see this working for you, because it's all well and good us talking about it, but if it's working and relevant for you, you can really see how much time it can save you. That's what it's about. If it's not going to help you, then there's no point in doing it. Is everybody okay? You can tap a 3 in the chat if you're okay, you're working with it. It's working all right for you. Thank you.
I am still typing away.
Excellent. We'll give you a few more minutes to work through that. You've got the prompt there now, so you can just go away and use it. You know, save the time. This is actually, depending on the project that you're working on, this task of building out a work breakdown structure can be very time consuming. But this gives you a huge leg up, a huge opportunity to save and be more efficient.
And feel free to go back and forth with it. Like if it comes up with something and you don't feel it quite matches, you use your real projects. So it's come up for me with it must be launched in 6 months, must meet these criteria. And if that's correct, then I say yes. If it's not correct, I could tweak it. Of course, I said yes because it's all fiction anyway, what I'm doing. But if you use your real projects, you will get real results.
Yeah. Just as an aside, how long would it normally take you to complete a work breakdown structure? Okay. Right, so are you guys all right? Any problems? We'll give you a couple more minutes to work through that flow, because it's quite an extensive workflow, but as you're going through it, you'll get an idea of how to interact with the AI tool and how it can really help you. And at the end of it, you may not get to the end right now in this session, but you can carry on after the session. But at the end, you will have an amazing draft of the work breakdown structure, which typically could take you a lot longer than it will take you to do this way. Okay.
So I'm busy actually telling it that I need help with some of the milestones that they're not fully defined. And ChatGPT is going to be able to tell me that as well. There we go. Breakdown of that as well, which is interesting.
Okay.
It's given me a timeline for it. Fantastic.
So, guys, pop in the chat how it's working for you. Can you see it as a bit of a time saver? How long would it normally take you to work through a work breakdown structure?
So Leo's asking if we can paste the prompt into the chat. We can't, Leo, because it's way too long. That's the problem. It's like 6,000 characters or something, and this only allows that. Do you not have Google? If not, then let me see if I can get this copied into a text document for you.
Right, for those of you that are working with it, can you see how this is a huge time saver?
So I sent that. I'm just dropping the text version of the prompt into the chat. Feel free to use that instead. It's the exact same thing. I've just got it in here. Copied from this main one and put into that text. So yeah, now we're going to go into smaller work breakdown packages. First pass for each of the major 10 deliverables. All of that looks very, very, very appropriate. And remember, each of these you can break down further. And ChatGPT can help you with that, or Copilot, or whatever it is you're using. Yes, step 4.
So guys, let us know in the chat how you're getting on.
We're pretty confident that if you give it appropriate information, you're getting really good results. I'd love to hear you confirm that.
Yeah. We will send out a replay. If you've registered, we'll send out a replay. But the value, as I said earlier, is really in the doing here. Seems to be working. Kenan, thank you. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. We won't have time for you to go through the whole flow, I don't think, today. But the idea is to give you a flavor of how it works and how this can work for you and how you can really boost your productivity, improve your performance and efficiency, and save huge amounts of time.
And probably get better results because all of this is now automated. And, you know, it's a workflow that knows all the steps it needs. As humans, we tend to take shortcuts.
Yeah.
In this case, this is the best shortcut you will ever take.
Well, talking about shortcuts, shall we move on, Maya, and then actually go back to the presentation? You guys can complete the flow after this call. Yeah.
I just want to complete my thought and I can't remember what it is. Oh, deployment engineer.
I'm going to take back the screen now, Maya.
Go for it. Can you?
Yeah.
All right. Stop share. That'd be nice.
Okay. Oops. It was somebody's flow. There we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
You see the prompt on the right hand side. Brilliant.
WBS.
Okay. Okay. So I know that you probably haven't finished that flow, but hopefully you've got an idea of how it works and how much time it could potentially save you. Perhaps if you could just pop in the chat your kind of initial thoughts on it. Would really love to hear that, what you think of actually working through an AI prompt like that. Can you see it saving you much time? Does it add value?
Absolutely. Yes. I know that when I was at AT&T, we'd spend hours in meetings just discussing some of these basics. And really, there was no need. It's better to start with something. And Yasmin's asking, why can't we see other people's chats? That's because we got a little bit of disruptive people the last time we held this session. So we've
not this
decided,
session, another session, but
well,
yes.
not today.
Yeah.
So we've limited it to just to the host. So we're basically in webinar mode, even though this is not a webinar app right now. Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments and thoughts?
Are you able to use this? Is this something you could see using in your workflow on a daily basis or a weekly basis, however often it is you need to do these things? And it depends, some places it's a matrixed system, a project manager is working on multiple projects. So you might do this once every 2 weeks, whereas in other places it's one project end to end. So you would only do a work breakdown structure at the beginning of the project.
Jessica, thank you. You said it seems very useful. Excellent. It is. I mean, it's a huge time saver, and hopefully you'll have an opportunity to work all the way through that, and recognize the value that that exists just in that one workflow prompt. Okay, so in terms of time savings, like I said, hopefully you've realized, and as Maya said, this whole process of working with AI, because AI knows your job, it's come up with all the various deliverables that you need to do in your job. It knows how to do a lot of them. So, for example, the work breakdown structure, it knows the steps in that process. If we prompt it in the right way, it can actually help us, guide us through it so that we can get that job done really, really super quickly. And provide a really good draft for us to then work with. So copy and paste does not seem super friendly without understanding the roots. Okay. Thanks for your comment, Kenan. Is that pronounced correctly? Yeah, you're saying productivity, definitely. But what you're saying is you need to understand the roots. At the end of the day, yeah, copy and pasting. I think as product managers, your expertise is really valuable, and there's a huge amount that you do that is not doable. You're managing a team. It's not doable within an AI framework like this, but it's those tasks that AI can help you with. In this way, it can guide you through the process and really work through it. And when you have time, you can actually look at that prompt, for example, and see how it's broken down, see how it works through the process, and start to understand how the structure works and how the instruction works. But bottom line is that it is a productivity tool. It can help you significantly. And as we talked before about you and AI, you alongside AI, which has all that knowledge around what you do and how you do it, can be infinitely more productive, maybe not infinitely, but by a huge multiple, more productive than you are without AI. And it's not difficult. You've literally just copied and pasted, and you've actually started to work through a work breakdown structure, which typically takes a significant amount of time to do. So you have a guide here in AI, and you can confidently work with it. There's no need to be scared of it. It actually is there as a tool to help you. Again, back to the turkey slide. yes, but it can't replace your expertise. There are elements of your expertise, and obviously your interpersonal and people skills, team management skills, those kind of things. AI is not going to be able to easily replicate, but there's a lot that it can, as we've shown you here. And really, it has a huge amount of expertise embedded within that huge knowledge bank of AI, that it can help you. And those people that are starting to leverage AI are going to be the ones that are going to be more future-proofing their future, I would say, because that's what companies want now. We said at the beginning that the future belongs to AI workflow masters. If you can use AI, then you will be demonstrating your proficiency and your ability to have those productivity gains, which is what businesses want and need, and going forward will require, if they're already starting to require, that expertise. So you can increase your, in terms of the outcome of what you with AI would multiply your productivity. We've got here 10 times, even if it's at 2-3 times. The hours that these kind of workflows save you will be significant to increase your productivity, to improve your performance, and therefore your market value. We've said before that really the future lies with those people that can understand AI and how to work with it. Not just use tools, but actually understand how to use it. And your competition isn't the AI, your competition is actually other people that can use AI. Okay, so you have 3 options right now. You can carry on doing what you're doing, but unless you utilizing AI, I don't think that's the best way forward, because you'll find that other people that are using it will be the ones that get the opportunities. And or you can just learn about AI, and there's a lot of opportunity out there to learn how to use AI and how to get the best out of it. Or you could have it done for you, and that's what we want to introduce to you today. This slide is all again about the turkey, but really Thanksgiving, as we've said before, Thanksgiving Day is coming if it's not here already. And many people are finding that those ones that are getting the jobs are the ones that have an AI, have that AI proficiency, have an AI first mindset, and are not shying away from it. So we have actually got something for you to help you, because we recognize the value of these flows.
So hang on a second. We've got Vedant saying that, I'm probably butchering your name, and I apologize. But she says that one issue is the security of the shared data. If you're using something like Copilot, Microsoft has made it very clear, if you're using Copilot for organizations or schools, they are not training on your data. Similarly with ChatGPT, if you're using ChatGPT Teams, it's not training on your data.
Can AI generate a project plan? Remy's asking. Yes, it can. We have for you a whole bank of AI workflows specifically crafted for project managers. Comprises of 3 packs: the PMBOK Knowledge Academy, the deliverables, one of which is a project plan, KPI improvements and optimization. And in those flows, there are a total of 208 AI workflow prompts, like the ones that you've seen today, like the work breakdown structure, which basically take you through all the various deliverables to help increase your productivity, improve your performance, and raise your market value. And you see how easy it is literally to copy and paste. And once you start using these a little bit more, you'll start to understand the structure behind them, and you can then kind of tweak them to make them work for you. So our offer today is really your shortcut. We have created, and we've got, as you said, over 200 workflow prompts across the Knowledge Academy. So project integration, scope management, schedule management, cost management, quality management, resource management, communications, risk management, procurement management, stakeholder management. We've got the project management deliverables for project planning, team collaboration, risk communication, risk management, stakeholder communication, project execution, change management, KPIs,
A lot.
the whole lot. There are 200 odd, as I say, workflows here, and they're not just simple tasks, they're process workflows. So AI tool knows how to do these things and can help you deliver on improving your KPI performance, help you deliver on delivering that project plan, and managing risk and change management and stakeholder management, all of that. It can help you. And we've got the prompts there for you.
So yes, Bruno's asking, are we getting a bank of prompts? And the answer is yes.
If you want them. So there's time saving, increased value, increased your market value in terms of your proficiency and your ability to utilize AI, and therefore deliver so much more than those that aren't. You can save a huge amount of time. I mean, we've not had too much comment here in terms of how much time you think that work breakdown structure will save you, but we know that work breakdown structure prompt alone, which you've now got, will save you
hours, if not
hours and hours. And how much does that save you in terms of the ability?
Well, it's not
Thanks,
just time. It's not just the fact that it saves time, it also frees up time. That I think is important too.
Yes, to do all those things that don't get done.
Yes,
so
like someone else pointed out, a lot of project management is communication. Guess what? If you're busy writing out documents, you don't have the time to talk to people. This is the best of both worlds.
Exactly. If we were to value your time just at $10 an hour, which we know all of your time is worth way more than that. If you had 5 of these workflow prompts and it only saved you 1 hour each prompt, which is,
it depends on what prompts, yeah.
Yeah, true, but very minimal. You'll be saving $50 with just 5 of these prompts. We have over 200 workflow prompts for you. We have 2 offers for you today. The first one is all 200 workflow prompts, because it's a huge value to not just your day-to-day efforts in your work, but to your career, because you will be utilizing AI, you'll be being a more AI literate and AI proficient. The full bundle.
Not only that, even if you say I don't do PMing every day, all day, chances are you do more project management than you realize, because almost everything in your life kind of requires some level of managing.
Yeah. Now, we are going to launch this full bundle for $497. It's 200 odd prompts, but there's a couple of sections that we're still filling out, which we will have done by the end of this month. And today, that whole bundle, we're selling at $247 only. That's 200 plus prompts through all of those different categories, and we can show you. I can show you it in a second. Or if you're not ready to make that kind of investment, we are offering you a sample pre-launch offer pack, which has 5 AI workflow prompts. These are the 5 prompts, okay, covering risk and stakeholder engagement. And we're selling that today for $25. This alone will save you a huge amount of time. And hopefully, you recognize the real value that the whole bundle would actually give you.
Yeah. And I
So
will drop some links in here for you.
you have 3 options now. Just carry on doing what you've always been doing. Learn to do all of this stuff yourself, or have it done for you. Now, we have done a lot of this for you, so that you could walk away tomorrow with plug and play, copy and paste, literally the workflows, most of the deliverables that you need to deliver in your role as a project manager, with AI enabled, giving you a huge opportunity to save time and effort, and give you a chance to really do those things that add the value. Deal with those team issues in your team. Have the more personal human communication that every project manager needs to, and not to just fit in, but every project manager needs to really value and do. We don't always have the time to do that. So
Yeah.
if you're interested, the $25 offer is a sample of these prompts. You get 5 prompts. Maya, you put the link in there, have you?
Yes, I have.
Yep, you get 5 prompts for $25, and that will help you create risk audits, create risk mitigation strategies, minimize risk occurrence, create stakeholder engagement plans, and increase stakeholder trust. All really important components of your job. And that will give you a sample of how valuable these workflow prompts are. But you've already experienced it. You can see how AI can work for you and how simple it is, plug and play. Right now, we have the offer for all of them, which is 208 prompts for $247. That's just over $1 a prompt. And you know that each prompt is going to save you probably a minimum of an hour. And they're all crafted to project managers. So let me just look at right. Can you see me switching my screen, Maya, or not?
I am seeing PMWBS prompt. Is that what you want me to see?
All right, so you are. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't want you to see that necessarily, but I wanted you to see my see my screen.
Yes,
so
I can see you
see what I'm doing.
Switching things. Yes.
So let me just show you. Right. If you purchase the sample pack, okay, this is what you will get. You will get access to this, and in here, so you can see my screen. It says project management with little blue image on the right hand side and left hand side. Sorry. Right. If we go in here, it's a little slow at the moment. Sorry about that. That's just my computer because it's loaded up with loads of stuff. Okay. So here you'll see this is a sample pack, okay? It's got these 5 prompts in it. As I said, risk audit, the risk mitigation strategies, risk occurrence, stakeholder engagement plan, and stakeholder trust. This first section just tells you literally copy and paste. That's just the introduction. It tells you that just literally copy and paste these prompts. Here,
Karen?
Yeah.
I think whatever your pop-ups are not showing.
I haven't got any pop-ups.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what are you seeing? What are you seeing?
Never mind. I was looking at the YouTube channel.
Okay. Right, okay. So here, let's take this one, minimize risk occurrence. So if I just click in that one, you'll see when my computer decides to wake up. It won't be this slow for you. It's my computer. Obviously, we're
just take a look at
the
tabs bar, okay? Folks, you know exactly why this is slow. Karen's got a million tabs
I know,
open
I have got a million tabs open, you're right. Right, so literally you saw today we gave you a prompt which you copy and pasted. Minimize risk, master the skills to minimize risk occurrence in your projects through proactive identification, prioritization, mitigation strategies. This session covers identifying potential risks, developing monitoring systems, and training teams to execute mitigation and response plans effectively. And you'll see here that there is a prompt. And this prompt, literally, as you've done today, you just need to literally copy and paste the whole thing, pop it into your AI tool. As has been indicated, you would ideally want to use a one that isn't being used by the AI model to train its data on. So you would be using a ChatGPT Teams account or a Copilot account. And if you're working for a company, they should have an AI policy and that kind of protection for their data.
Yes.
And all you have to do is literally copy and paste the whole thing here, just as we did before, up to here, and pop that into your AI model, and away you go. Have the conversation with it, just as you've been having a conversation with the work breakdown structure, and that will take you through how to minimize risk occurrence in your project. And that's just one of them. So here we've got, these are 5, so they're 5 prompts. And they all are extensive like this, take you through the whole process of really delivering a premium project management service.
We've got a question over on YouTube. Sophia is asking, how long do these offers last?
Well, this offer is pre-launch. So
for the full pack, it's the pre-launch price.
Yes, for the full pack, it's a pre-launch price. We might keep this sample offer going for a little while longer. So yeah,
the intention for the pre-launch is to end as soon as those last 2 sections are filled in from the PMBOK,
which should be the end of this month. So we're basically
give
getting
me
that
a little more
completed.
time. I'll say first week of July, so it will be around. Let's say we do it at least till July 4th. Okay, there's your Independence Day celebrations, and after that we'll hike the price.
Yep, and then it will go to the launch price, and we'll have a launch event. But the price will be double what it is today.
Double what it is today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the launch price will probably keep around for a little while.
Yeah, for a little while. Okay.
I'm not committing.
So there you have it. You have an idea of what we're offering here today. This offer, this pre-launch full bundle, is if you're going to use it. I mean, don't buy this if you're not going to use it. But actually, it's going to make your life a lot easier. And it's a huge aid to have on your side and something to have in your toolkit. The full bundle, for each of these sections, you'll have 8 workflow prompts. So it's not just one prompt for scope management. It'll be 8 prompts for scope management for different processes within them. And the same goes for each of these different sections. So it's an extensive library of AI workflow prompts that all focused on project management, performance, KPIs, deliverables. So any questions? Right. What questions have we got here? Some companies don't allow IR tools on their system. How do you use this in that kind of environment? It's in US dollars, that price. How would you use that in that kind of environment? Well, if you have an AI, if you're using ChatGPT,
you should talk to your business and say they need a policy.
Well, they should have a policy, most definitely. But if they don't have a policy, then you can, if you had a Teams account, which you can create on ChatGPT, for example, that would mean that the data that you put in is not going into the bigger knowledge bank of ChatGPT, and therefore that data is kept private. But yeah, I think that if your company does not have an AI tool, is not adopting this consideration, then there's an issue there, because people are going to be putting the company at risk for lots of different reasons. MJ, would you be co-presenting anything in the future? Do you offer any classes or workshops? Yes, yes, we do. We offer all sorts of different types of AI training. So
Lots of it.
yeah,
We also do consulting if you'd like us to come in and, if you're at one of those companies that doesn't have, for example, AI governance, please have them talk to us, because there are risks your company is taking. Because the reality is everybody wants to use AI right now, simply because it makes their job easier. Well, if you've got 20 people using it in 20 different ways, then you've got 20 different potential problems, legal problems also happening.
yeah,
So,
because a lot of people don't realize that when you use these tools, that some of the data is passed on to the wider knowledge bank of that tool, and by doing that, therefore, sensitive data could be in the public domain, and resources and staff are potentially putting that company at risk of all sorts of legal complications and challenges. So yes, if your company does not have an AI policy, does not have a tool such as Copilot that sits behind a specially protected, ring-fenced manner,
yeah.
then your company is probably at risk, and that is a big issue. So yes,
And
we
even
can
if
help.
your manager doesn't have a problem with that, I strongly suspect the board will have a problem with that.
Yeah. And what we can do actually is we can come into companies and train on all of this stuff, not just project management, but just really understanding AI, understand how to use it, what you can get out of it, how to build up these flows, workflow flows for yourselves, so that you can not only just tweak these, but actually build them up yourself and
build custom ones for your business.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And we have access to thousands of business workflow prompts. So there's a huge opportunity to help your business, to help the company that you're working for. Okay. Any more questions?
We've had a few questions over on YouTube, actually. Some people asking if we've got product management prompts, and I said we're working on one. We don't have a kit yet.
We have got access to a lot of product management prompts, though, haven't we?
We do. We do. What we have right now that we could probably share pretty soon is an interview toolkit, actually, for project management, and a separate one for product management. So if you guys are interested in either of those, people on YouTube, people on Zoom, let us know. Put a 4 in the chat. We'll try and get that out if there's interest.
Yeah. Let's put out our details on the chat, Maya. Have you got both of our LinkedIn profiles on somewhere?
Yeah.
Can you put them in the chat? If you want to reach out to us, by all means, connect with us on LinkedIn. We're always happy to build our network, and we'd love to hear what you have to say. Can you use this prompt on your personal laptop and transfer the outcome to the company's laptop? The company don't have. Right, okay. You can use these prompts on anywhere, yeah? You just need to be aware of the data that you're putting into the prompt as to whether that data is sensitive or not. So if you're using it on your personal laptop, yes, you can. But it
hang
depends
on,
on
hang
what
on.
data you're putting in as to whether you need to whether you should be putting it into your personal computer or not. Alternatively, you could create a Teams account on your computer, and that would make it safe. So you just need to be aware of those different issues, really. But yes, you can, because the deliverable at the end of the day may be it will, if you work through, for example, that work breakdown structure, the deliverable will come to you in a Word document or in a PDF, however you want that document to be. So, for example, that matrix that you will have created on your role, you could ask to download that document into a PDF document. It will create a PDF for you, and then you can print that out. So you can then use that within the company, your company, in your role, as needed. So there's different ways around that. Definitely. Any other questions?
I had another question on YouTube for the for our contact details, also requesting the interview toolkit for product management. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess we
excellent.
can
Okay.
definitely set up a training for that.
Yep, that sounds good. And maybe put our LinkedIn profiles in the
Done.
in YouTube. Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah, I've shared our
Lovely.
YouTube profiles on LinkedIn and on YouTube. Sorry, on Zoom and on YouTube.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Remy, those prices are in US dollars. Sorry, we should have written that on
All
there.
prices
Probably.
are in US dollars.
Yeah.
Yes.
US dollars. We put those links in again, just in case anybody wants them.
Awesome.
Right.
So, Sophia, did you actually purchase those prompts? That's fantastic. The prompt pack, the sample pack. Looks like Sophia's tried them.
Oh, brilliant. Excellent. That's great. That's good. Yes. Honestly, you saw how you've proved it to yourself. You proved that the AI tool knows what you're doing with that matrix, and it knows how to do a lot of what you do. So why not get it to help you? And we're giving you a real shortcut here. It's literally copy and paste simple.
Yes. And that's the thing, right? It's not only copy and paste simple, it's also easily customizable. You can literally change your role details. You can change the outputs that come out. So all of that is very, very tweakable. And that's the joy of it, right? If it's not perfect as soon as it comes out of the box, you can make it perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we've got somebody commenting here on LinkedIn saying that they'd like one of the interview packs as well. Okay, cool. We'll be looking at that, putting that together. Yeah, someone's just linked in on LinkedIn, and I just saw a comment post pop up on my
that's probably the same
on my
person,
phone. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Excellent. Any more questions? We hope you found this session valuable. Has it been valuable? Pop in the chat. Just let us know if it's, you've learned something, if it's been useful or a complete waste of your time. We hope not. We really are passionate about AI. We know that it can be daunting for a lot of people, but we've taken, honestly, the copy and paste nature of this, we've taken away we should have hopefully proved to you that you don't need to be worried about it at all. It's there as a tool. It's helpful. It's there to help you. Remy, thank you. You found this valuable. We appreciate that.
And
What's
Sophia
the one
says
Sorry.
Sophia's the one who looked at this, who's got the sample pack.
Yeah.
And I said to her that if she's able to use it effectively, she should be able to get her boss to pay for the full pack. And she said, yes, that's my thought. And I'm saying, just don't wait too long, because price doubles after July 4th.
Yeah. And MJ's just said he's connected with us as well, or he or she connected with us and purchased the five prompt pack as well.
Awesome.
Well done.
Thank you,
Excellent.
MJ.
Yeah. I mean, I think the five the 5 prompt pack is there just as a sample, but it is only a sample. There's so
Well,
much more
you know
you can
what,
get out of
though?
it.
You know what, though? I think if you're paying out of your own pocket, it's a good place to start, because you can do that, then go to your boss and say, look how much easier this is now. And go tell the boss to buy the big pack. And don't forget, a single copy of that big project prompt means that everyone in the company gets to use it. So if you've got a PMO, you've got 3, 4, 5 PMs in the company, you can all share.
Well, you can't share access to the actual.
No, but you know what's
So,
going
but
to
you can
happen,
you can
Karen.
copy and paste them. That's what you
Exactly.
mean. Yeah.
Yes. I'm not
But
giving you 5 copies of each prompt, but I think most of you are very good at copy paste. We've just proven that.
excellent. Right.
There we go. We've got someone else saying they want the
Do
product
you
prompt.
have prompt for presentation deck? What do you mean a prompt for the presentation deck, Remy?
We do have prompts for stakeholder management, which is where we would have things that you could repurpose and put it into Gamma or something if you wanted to make a presentation from it.
Oh, a prompt to create a presentation.
Yeah, communication,
Ah.
absolutely.
Oh, is that what you're looking for, Remy? In order to create a presentation? Oh, okay. Yes. Well, we did a demonstration, as Maya mentioned, Gamma. I don't know if you've looked at it, gamma.app. It's we have
Really good.
a number of sessions on all sorts of different things around AI. And Gamma.app, we demonstrated in one of our AI for Business Power Hours. And it's an amazing app where you can just literally give it a short prompt, tell it what you're looking for, and it will create a really quality polished presentation deck for you. We've actually also got there's another workshop we do which is all around AI prompting, teaching you the very basics of how to get the most out of AI using AI prompting and the structure of framework for that. And if you come along to our next session, we haven't actually got one scheduled at the moment, but if you come along to our next session, one thing that we do have in addition to the structure framework is actually a little tool which we call the Prompt Architect, which really helps you create really high effective prompts. So look out for that session, and do join us. That would be very helpful. But in the meantime, have a look at Gamma. Gamma is amazing. You just have to tell it what you're looking for, and it will create an amazing deck for you, presentation deck. When is the next session? Maya and
It's
I
probably about a month. That's what we're doing on average.
End of July. Yeah, we're doing normally once a month. But if you connect with us on LinkedIn, and we'll pop the details over to you as soon as
Karen, do you have the link to the AI proficiency training? Because there might just be people here who would appreciate that. So this is the training, the AI proficiency.
Okay. I haven't got it with me here.
I do.
You do? Okay.
So if anyone's interested in learning how to make prompts like this, I think this is one that you might want to try. Again, this is only for people who actually are geeky enough to like creating prompts, if that makes sense. For the rest of you, the prompt packs are the way to go, because honestly, it's just copy paste.
Yeah. But I think it's important, though, this copy paste thing is really, really a huge time saver.
Massively.
But you need, I think, was it Kenan actually commented how valuable it is to understand how all this works, and I think that's where the proficiency training comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoops.
And part of that proficiency training is also the initial bit about why we need AI governance, why we need an AI policy in a company.
Yeah.
So, if that kit is, if learning about that and telling that to your boss is important, I think talk to them about the AI training, proficiency training.
Because most people are using AI, they're not getting the most out of AI. Most people who haven't been trained properly are using it by kind of osmosis, but they're not getting the best results. And it's those people that have that the literacy skills in AI that will get the best results out of AI. And that's the next step from actually these workflows are amazing. Okay, so how do I make this, turn this into something that the next level
Again,
and really know how to do it for myself.
Yeah, that's the difference between us giving you the fish, which is the PM prompt packs, versus
And
us
learning how
teaching you
to
how to
fish.
fish.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Okay, any more questions before we wrap up? Conscious that we're pretty much out
4 minutes
of
left.
time. Any more questions? Any more thoughts? Has it been a valuable session for you? Reach out to us on LinkedIn. We're more than happy to answer any questions that you have.
Or come along to our next training. We'd love to see you there again.
Yeah, you've got the links there. If now's your chance, grab the sample pack, grab the full pack at that amazing price, because that's not going to be around for that much longer. And if we're done, then I think we should wrap up.
I think so.
Okay, thank you so much for coming, everybody. We really appreciate you staying all this way to the end. Hope you've got a huge amount of value, and demonstrated to yourself just how easy it is actually to use AI when you've been given the tools. Thank you, MJ. And we look forward to seeing you on another training or connecting with you on LinkedIn. And if you have bought one of the packs, then no doubt we'd love to hear how you get on with it. Okay. Thank you for coming, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much. And for everyone on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us there and sharing and telling us what's going on.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, we had a huge turnout here, and I'm sure we'll be running this session again as well if you wanted to come back. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See you next time. Have a great weekend.
Bye.